Today I'm making bias tape.
You'll need fabric, a ruler, rotary cutter, scissors, pins, chalk, bias tape maker, starch, iron, and sewing machine. Start by ironing your fabric and cut it into a square. Cut your square into 2 triangles and then flip them so that the bottom edge of one matches up with the top edge of the other. Pin them together with right side spacing and sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I started with a fat quarter and cut it into an 18-inch square, but the nice thing about this method is that you can use any scrap of fabric you have as long as you make it a square before you start. After you sew your 1/4 inch seam allowance, you should have a parallelogram. Draw lines every 2 inches, and you want to have an odd number of strips, so cut off any excess. Flip it over and bring the points together to line up the strips that you marked, but pull the edges farther so that you have a strip hanging over each end instead of having them matched up perfectly. Carefully pin at a 1/4 inch seam allowance so that the markings continue to line up. You'll want to check this a couple times. Now sew with your 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay, here's where it starts to look like bias tape. You'll have a tube of fabric, and if you sewed your seam allowance correctly, the lines you drew earlier will still match up. Cut along the lines and you should get one continuous strip of fabric. Because we started with a 2-inch strip of fabric and corresponding bias tape maker, we're going to end up with 1/2 inch double fold bias tape. The last step is to send the fabric through the bias tape maker and iron it as it comes out the other side. Use plenty of steam and starch if you want to make it extra crisp, and fold it in on itself one last time to make your double fold bias tape. There you have it. You can use your finished bias tape to bind armholes, necklines, interior seams, or make it wider and use it for quilt binding. That's it for now. I hope you liked this video. Let me know what you made with your bias tape.
Thanks for watching.